Hello, testing, testing, testing. Can you hear me clearly? Just let me know you can hear me clearly. Okay, fine. And you can have the screen sharing. In the presentation, you can view the presentation. Okay, great. We're going to take start in 5 minutes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that we welcome you to the enlightening session, and we're going to discuss about assignments, citations, and plagiarism detection. This session is going to be very interesting and very informative. This doesn't belongs to only a student side, but you can't think this is the student perspective session, but this is equally important for the faculty member because we belongs to the academic, and academia is really belongs to the research, and research have a direct relationship with the plagiarism. So we're going to discuss a lot of things in this session. So stay tuned by end of this session, and you're going to have a lot of different tools to explore, and you're going to have a lot of different informations which can help you to recognize that what is plagiarism and how you can avoid the plagiarism. So let's have a look about our topic, that is tools to key asset for assignment, citations, and plagiarism detection. In today's academic and professional landscapes, maintaining the highest standards of integrity in research and assignments is paramount. So this session is promises to be valuable resources for all of us as we explore the essential tools and strategies for proper citation and effective plagiarism detection. With training, expertise, and guidance, we are confident to gain valuable insight that will undoubtedly enhance our scholarly and professional accomplishments. So let us take a start of this journey of knowledge, ethics, and academic excellence together. Nowadays, thanks to the internet, people have many opportunities to study anytime and anywhere with easier access to abundance of information without leaving their homes. However, while this has been a huge benefit to the e-learning industry, it also made it easier for learners to copy content they find online, as students of all ages are expected to write a variety of academic papers. Their teachers also expect those papers to be unique and free of plagiarism. But the reality is many students don't want to use a plagiarism checker because they believe that their research is original and don't need to prove anything. However, having plagiarized work can easily get them in serious trouble. So that is really important to understand first that what is basically plagiarism, because without understanding, we can't avoid the plagiarism. So here we're going to have a look about what is plagiarism. Plagiarism is presenting work or idea from another source as your own, with or without consent of the original author, by incorporating into your own work without full acknowledgement. So plagiarism can take many forms, and it can include copying someone else's work word for word without quotation marks or attributions. And how does it work? You're gonna paraphrasing someone else's work without attribution, and using someone else's ideas without attribution, citing a source incorrectly or incompletely, or submitting the same work for multiple assignments without permission. So all this belongs to the plagiarism. Plagiarism is wrong because it is a form of theft, basically. It is also wrong because it undermines the integrity of academic work. When you plagiarize, you're not demonstrating your own knowledge or skills. So you are also making it difficult for instructors to assess your learning as a, student perspective. But for example, if you're a researcher and you're quoting someone else's work and presenting it as your own, it means there is another serious crime over there. So we're going to have it look in detail that what's going to be happen over there after plagiarized work. There are many reasons why people plagiarize. Some people may do it because they are lazy, or because they do not have the time to do their own work. Others may do it because they are not confident in their own abilities. Still others may do it because they do not understand what plagiarism is or why it is wrong. No matter what the reason, plagiarism is serious. If you are caught plagiarizing, you may face disciplinary consequences such as failing an assignment, being suspended from the school, or even being expelled as a student. But for example, if you're a researcher and you're doing the same crime, you can be banned from the journal or conferences where you are presenting your work, and in future you can face a lot of serious issues for your research related thing. So you need to be very careful about your plagiarism. So how you can understand that what kind of, okay, we got the idea that what is plagiarism, but there are types of plagiarism, that how many types you can face over there, and what kind of plagiarism you are doing over there, how you can come to know. We're going to discuss it in detail, that there are different types of plagiarism and all are serious violations of academic honesty. So for example, direct plagiarism, and self-plagiarism, mosaic plagiarism, and last one is accidental plagiarism. It doesn't matter what kind of plagiarism you're doing, but all plagiarisms are the crime. So you need to avoid all kind of plagiarism. So let's take a start from the direct one. A direct plagiarism is word for word transcriptions of a section of someone else's work without attribution and without quotation marks. The deliberate plagiarism of someone else's work is unethical, academically dishonest, and grounds for disciplinary actions, including exclusion. So if you are going to copy the exact paragraph or exact data, whatever the other one have already been published, so that is called direct plagiarism, that you are not going to do anything, you're just going to copy and paste in your work. So you have to avoid all this by trying to be direct copy and paste. The second one is self-plagiarism. Self-plagiarism occurs when a student submits his or her own previous work, or mixes parts of previous work without permissions from all professors involved. For example, it would be unacceptable to incorporate part of a term paper you wrote in high school into a paper assigned in a college course. Self-plagiarism also applies to submitting the same piece of work for assignments in different classes without previous permissions from both professors. So this is self-plagiarism, that you are presenting your own work on multiple places or multiple classes, or as a researcher, you're presenting your work on different journals, or you're sending the same work in different locations and conferences. So this is called self-plagiarism. So you have to avoid this one as well. The next one is mosaic plagiarism. This one occurs when a student borrows phrases from a sources without using quotation marks, or find synonyms for the author's language while keeping to the same general structure and meaning of the original, sometimes called patch writing. And this kind of paraphrasing, whether international or not, is academically dishonest and punishable, even if you footnote your sources. So in case of this one, you need to avoid that you are going to, like borrowing some kind of phrases from others' work, and you are not mentioning that this doesn't belongs to you. You have to mention in the quotes, or you have to attribute properly. Otherwise, it is another serious act of crime for in the form of mosaic plagiarism. The last one is accidental plagiarism, and normally being a human being, like we can make mistakes, and this is a big clue for us that okay, we didn't do it intentionally, but we are doing accidentally and unintentionally. I have quoted your work. This was not the reason, like I was not planning to do it, but even then this is plagiarized work. Mean you cannot justify yourself that it was not your work, or it was not intentionally been over there. So what is accidental plagiarism? It occurs when a person neglects to cite their sources, or mosquitoes their sources, or unintentionally paraphrases a source by using similar words, groups of words, and or sentences structure without attribution. Students must learn how to cite their sources and to take careful and accurate notes when doing research. So lack of intent does not absorb the students of responsibility for plagiarism. So this kind of cases of accidental plagiarism are taken as seriously as any other plagiarism and are subject to the same range of consequences as other types of plagiarism. So being a student and being a researcher, this is your responsibility that you have to take care and cite the work of others. If you're not doing and you are neglecting this kind of option, so it means you are seriously committing a serious crime. So you are responsible for all of the things being happening. You cannot say this was unintentionally being done over there. This is your responsibility that you have to take care of all these things. So this was, I mean, like there are four types: direct plagiarism, self-plagiarism, mosaic, and accidental plagiarism. I hope you got the idea about the different types of plagiarism. So now the time that how you can detect and what kind of software is being used over there, that a plagiarism checker uses advanced databases software to scan for matches between your text and existing text. They're used by the universities to scan students' assignments. There are also commercial plagiarism checkers you can use to check your own work before submitting to any of the place. Either as a student, you're submitting this assignment, or you are a researcher and you're going to submit your work to the journal, specific journal or conferences. You have to check. This is your responsibility, that you have to check with using different type of platforms, and then first remove all this duplicate work, and then you can submit everywhere. So there are different types of softwares available. You can go ahead with the Grammarly. This is one of the paid software which can help you to recognize the plagiarized work. Pro Writing Aid, Dupli Checker, and Paper Rater. But remember, the basic versions are free, but the free versions sometimes cannot give you the exact and accurate results. So you have to go with the paid version. And sometimes some of the universities and I mean, like organizations to have their official you can say, I mean, they're using different kind of softwares which can help you to check your plagiarized work. We are here to discuss all this, and I'm gonna tell you that how you can use the Jazan University platform to go ahead to check your plagiarized work for the students, and as well as a researcher, you can do it for yourself as well. So Grammarly is San Francisco provides its grammar improvements and AI-driven writing assistant platforms available on free or paid premium and business plans. The next one is PaperRater. PaperRater or PaperRater.com is a proofreading and grammar checking writing tool, and that is available free online or via professional citations editions. It was acquired and is now supported by Barnes and Noble Education, BNED, since August 2018. The next one is Pro Writing Aid, and this one is Smart Writing Assistant, providing personalized advice on writing and plagiarized checks from the company of the same name in Whitley. So the next one is, last one is Dupli Checker. Dupli Checker, or just duplichecker.com, is a free plagiarism checker supported by the sites ads and SEO check, for example, keyword density, etc. tools. So all these tools are used to check your plagiarized work. You can go ahead and check with the free version. And if you're looking for the exactly 100% accuracy, you can go ahead with the purchase version. So here is a time to discuss about the Jazan University platform, about the Blackboard, as you're already using for a long time. And you know that this platform is set for the e-learning environment, and you can go ahead with the e-exam and assignment system for the students. And during the COVID, we have used this platform a lot. And without this platform, we definitely were not able to communicate with the students, because during the COVID, there was the mobility issue. No one can move from one place to another place. So that was the best environment for us, which helped us to be connected with the students. And we didn't lose as much as, I mean, like, for example, the closure of institutions, the organizations, everything was closed. If this kind of environment wasn't available at that time, it means you can lose a lot of things. But at that time, alhamdulillah, this helped a lot. So what kind of this, I mean, like the options this platform is providing over here? There is one option. There are a lot of other options you can use, and you are already using. There is one option that is Safe Assign. Safe Assign is a plagiarism prevention tool that detects unoriginal content in students' papers by identifying area of overlap between submitted assignments and existing work. We do have practical examples for this one. We do have a demo video which can help you to tell you that how you can enable this option and how this does work for the assignment. So be ready for all these things. And here I'm gonna have a little more detail about this one. That Blackboard Safe Assign, this is basically, as I told you, that a plagiarism prevention tool. So it is empower student success with the powerful and effective tools for promoting academic integrity and evaluating originality. So here we're gonna have a live demo for you. I brought one live video. You can have a look, and this is recorded in the real environment. The reason for this recording or presenting you the recording, because sometimes you're doing some live options and something can happen, the connections, the network, anything can happen. So we have a recorded video which can give you a real environment idea that how does it work. Later on we can do it by ourselves as well. So have a look about this video, please.
Hey everyone, this video is going to walk you through using Safe Assign and what it looks like on the other end once students submit a Safe Assign assignment.
By the way, this is real environment for Blackboard. You already understand and familiar with this environment, because once you logged in with your Jamia Jazan user ID and password, you can have a similar environment. You can have all the courses in front of you. And here right now we are in our my classes or in our courses page. So yeah, this will give you an idea that how you can take start and enable all these options.
So I'm going to come into my Blackboard class and I'm going to go into the folder where I have it. And I've already created an assignment and I've already done one submission, but I'm going to show you how a student would submit as well. All right, so I created this assignment. So I went up to assessments and I selected assignment. And so I'll just show you the options I selected in order to turn on the Safe.
It's quite simple that you have already created the assignment and you want to enable the Safe Assign. You simply go to your assignment. There is ellipsis. You have to click on that one. There is a drop down menu. You have to click on edit and you can find out the similar settings for assignments where you can do it all the things.
Assign option. So I gave the assignment a title. You can put directions here or anything that you want to for the students to access. You can also put files here, like if you had a rubric you wanted to attach or anything else, you can pop that in here as well. I did not put a due date on this one because I didn't want it to populate to the calendar. I had to add a point value because it's asterisk, so you needed to have that in order to submit later. I did multiple attempts just in case a student.
So you can have a look that there are different types, assignment types, that is individual submission, number of attempts. It's up to you. You're going to give them the multiple or one-time attempt, maximum attempts you can set over there in case of multiple attempts, and score attempt using last graded attempt. It's up to you, because you can do it a lot of things over there. The best thing, you need to make the selection for this check submission for plagiarism using Safe Assign, because you can see plagiarism tool and what can it be done. Although Safe Assign officially supports only English, clients are welcome to use Safe Assign with language other than English. Safe Assign has no technical limitations that preclude using it with other languages. So the most important part is that though it is directly affiliated with the English language, but you can use some other languages as well. But as we are discussing over here for the students, and it's the English environment, so that's enough for you, that you just need to click on this checkbox to check submissions for the plagiarism using Safe Assign.
Maybe accidentally uploaded one and then wanted to change it and then upload again. So instead of having to deal with back-end stuff there, I always use multiple attempts, but you can do a single attempt if you want. And then down here is what we're looking at. So there's plagiarism tools. So if you want Safe Assign to be turned on, you want to check this box. And if you want the students to be able to see their Safe Assign originality report when they're done so that they can look at what they have been plagiarizing or maybe not plagiarizing if they've done a good job, it might be nice for them to see that and see what you see. I did not check the box here for exclude submissions from the institutional and global references database. What the global database is basically Blackboard at any institution, a paper that's submitted by a student. They keep that in their database, and so this way it prevents sharing of papers from class to class or institution to institution. And they also have the institutional document archive, so it contains all papers submitted to Safe Assign by users at North Allegheny. I made the assignment available so students can access it, and then I selected submit. All right, now to turn in what a student would do.
So this was the first pass you have done, that in the edit option, like in the properties of the assignment, you have a check box over there that, okay, fine, this assignment should go with the Safe Assign to check the plagiarism. And there are two other options were available. One was selected that, okay, after the plagiarized work, anything, I mean, like the copy can be seen by the students so they can see that what is the results over there. So this was the first part. Now have looked at how you can check the after submitting the assignments, how it can be checked over there.
Just like anything else, they would access the assignment. And just like any other submission, they're gonna browse their local.
But remember, this is the student preview. Right now, you can see that we are in student preview. So you're acting as a student in this part, that a student received the assignments, and now it is going to upload their final work for the submission.
Files, and they're gonna go find it. So whether they're on an iPad or their laptop, they still have to browse their local files. Here's the thing. Safe Assign only accepts certain file types. So if you had them write it in a Google Drive or a Google Doc, they need to download it as a PDF. And so once they download it as a PDF, if they're on their iPad, they can put it in their Files app, and then they can find it via the Files app. If they're on their laptop, they can put it in their downloads or on their desktop or a folder, they'll be able to find it. So I just want to point out this piece again. The students can volunteer to submit their papers to that global reference database that we discussed earlier. So that's up to you if you want to make them do this, but this is a voluntary basis by students when they submit. So I'm going to actually find my file here. I'm going to attach it, and I'm going to click submit. And so it will report in progress. So as a student, I can wait for this to upload and get that report. If I don't want to wait, as a student, that's okay. I'm going to show you from the teacher end what that looks like. All right, so everybody has submitted. I've had 2 assignments submitted. I showed you one, and I have another one previously submitted. So I'm going to go into my grade center, and I'm going to scroll over to my narrative writing assignment. And as you can see, I have submitted something. So I can click the drop down next to it and select attempt or grade attempt. And as you can see, it shows me that I'm viewing 1 of 2 gradable items. So like I said before, I've had 2 submissions. So it shows me the paper here. And right here is the Safe Assign. I have a 0% overall match, which that is good. The closer to 0 you get, the better. So I hit that drop down next to Safe Assign, and I'm able to view this originality report. So even though it says 0%, you may want to still view it. And it brings open a new screen. And so a short summary here I can click that and it tells me this is low risk, that this paper may contain a few common words or phrases, but overall they're not seeing a match anywhere. So that is good news for this student. So now I'm going to go to the next student. And as you can see right off the bat, I see this student has an 86% overall match. That is bad. The closer you get to 100, that is not good. You know that they have sampled from around the internet. So if I click that drop down next to Safe Assign again, I get this little drop down area and I can view the originality report. And so right away, I can get a report summary that it tells me this is a very high risk paper. Yes, 86% match within the paper. So it looks like that they have paraphrased and quoted in excess and need to be reviewed for plagiarism. So what's really nice about this report is that it tells me from the global database, it shows.
So all the faculty members, if you already doing a research, you already have an idea that how to check the plagiarism and what kind of options being over there. Any kind of, like the global databases, internet, or whatever the source you've been provided over there in your assignments is being highlighted in the different colors. You can find out the different colors for different jobs. For example, internet, there are 83% from the internet copied and some other data as well. I'm sorry, I think so. I missed it. Hold on a moment, please.
Hey everyone, this note says 0%, you may want to still view it. They have sampled from around the internet. So if I click that drop down next to Safe Assign again, I get this little drop down area and I can view the originality report. And so right away, I can get a report summary that it tells me this is a very high risk paper. Yes, 86% match within the paper. So it looks like that they have paraphrased and quoted in excess and need to be reviewed for plagiarism. So what's really nice about this report is that it tells me from the global database, it shows me that it has sampled 2 papers and 2 student papers. So that's why sometimes that global database is nice. And then from the internet, what's really nice here is that it'll tell me the website that it got it from. And it's even color coded over here. So I can see like number 1 is right here. So for example, this number 7, let's say this now novel, I know that that is that one right there. And I can actually open the source where it came from. And it takes me right to the website where it came from. So that's just a really nice feature that you're able to access where exactly they got it from on the internet. With the global database, yes, we know it's from a student paper, but it doesn't give me an option to pull up which student. So Safe Assign is a nice feature. Of course, if you're having people cite sources, it will pull those sources up, but you'll know that those are cited sources and they're using them correctly rather than plagiarizing and trying to pass them off as their own. I hope this helps you as you're grading some writing assignments and some other things where students are researching and pulling in from the internet.
So that's what the best option available from the Blackboard. And I believe this is one of the best built-in option because this is not the third-party tool. This is a built-in option for Blackboard. So it does work like in a good way, because if you're using the third-party tool, sometimes it is not providing you the exact results over there, or there is some glitches. But Safe Assign, I believe you have to go to enable for the students. So it would help you to understand that how you can avoid the plagiarized work, or you can guide the students that how does it work over there. But before moving, how to avoid plagiarism, I do have a question that do you have an idea that how many types of plagiarism does exist? If you can answer me in the, just brainstorming for 2 minutes, that do you have an idea? Do you remember that we have just discussed that how many types of plagiarism we do have it? What kind of plagiarism do we have it? And I'm just waiting for your answer in the chat box, please. How many types of plagiarisms do we have? A quick answer, please. 4, very nice. Okay. Dr. Annie, okay. Dr. Farjana, excellent, excellent. Can I ask you that what does it mean by mosaic plagiarism? in one sentence, can you please explain about the mosaic plagiarism? What does it mean? In one sentence. Everyone, you have to put it over only one sentence. What does it mean by mosaic plagiarism? Please, this is basically interactivity. And once you are trying to be interactive with me, this would be good for you as well. Mosaic plagiarism from journals. Oh, you are close, but not exactly. Anyone else, please? Dr. Ashok, thanks for your answer. You're very close, but it's not exactly the answer. Okay. Okay, fine. Dr. Nada, that is close. Okay, copying without referencing. Good, Dr. Farjana. Anyone else, please? We have just discussed, like more than 60 or 70, like faculty members inside the session, but still 2 or 3 are responding. Taking someone else's work or ideas and passing them off as his own. Exactly, Dr. Hira. To say the borrow phrases from a source without just that is exactly what I'm looking for. Dr. Seda, very nice idea. Okay, fine. Borrow phrases without using the quote marks. Exactly. Okay, do you have an idea? That is, like correctly mentioning over here that you are borrowing some kind of phrases. A student is borrowing some kind of phrases from other student, or a researcher borrows some kind of data from others without quotation or mentioning exactly that inside the quotation or attribution. So that is mosaic plagiarism. What is basically self-plagiarism? One sentence, please. One sentence for self-plagiarism, please. Hello. I'm waiting for you. What is self-plagiarism? Please don't Google it. Answer me directly. We just discussed 10 minutes before, we had discussed all 4 types of plagiarism, and we have discussed in depth, in detail, that what does it mean. The author themselves cite on work, paper. That's great. Okay, Sharmin. Very nice. Anyone else? Use same idea many times. Exactly. Paraphrasing. Fine, Dr. B. Self-citations. Self-citation is little bit different. You're close, but like, okay, fine. Using your own words for previous work, good. Your own work published in different places, exactly, Dr. Farzana. So once you are trying to present your work on multiple platforms or multiple classes, the same work, and trying to reuse your own work, which you already done previously, that is called self plagiarism. Now, one last question. Okay, we do have 4 types of plagiarism. Can you please name it? The 4 names. I just need, okay, if you don't remember all 4, please name whatever you remember. We have 4 plagiarism types. What types, what are the names? Can you please name the 4 types of plagiarism? Mosaic and self plagiarism, we just discussed. 2 more. Exactly. Accidental, self, right? Accidental self. Okay, Dr. Oma, very nice. Ashok Bhatti. Direct self, mosaic, and accidental. Very nice. Dr. Abir, mosaic. Okay. Direct self, mosaic, accidental, direct. Very nice. So it means you do have the connectivity with me. So this connectivity and interactivity I need from you guys, that at least once you are interacted with me, you are learning something betterly, and it would remain in your minds once you are trying to type something in the chat box, or once you are trying to answer my questions. It would help you to retain the information in your mind for a long time. Very nice. It's not music plagiarism because it's mosaic. Okay, drop plagiarism. Thank you very much. Now we're gonna take start at how to avoid plagiarism, because we just have an idea that what is plagiarism, what types of plagiarism, and how you can check the plagiarism. Now the time to check that how you can avoid the plagiarism detection. There are different techniques that how you can move ahead. How do students avoid plagiarism detection? There are different multiple ways how students' creativity can go wrong. So this is basically teachers' responsibility to tell them, to guide the students that how you can. I mean, first you have to understand what is plagiarism. Then you have to tell your students what type of plagiarism. Then you have to inform your students that how you can avoid the plagiarism, and what kind of changes that can help you to make different type of paraphrasing, which can help you to avoid the plagiarism over there. So here we have like how students' creativity can go wrong. Sometimes students put a lot of creativity into cheating on a paper. By exposing students who choose to cheer, teacher can help them improve and guide their potential in the right direction. Most often, learners who are not willing to work on an original paper and put their own thoughts into words turn to text modification. So modern instructors have a look out for many types of cheating and be able to detect different types of plagiarism in student work. So let's take text modifications, for example. While they might seem different, and text modifications are still a form of plagiarism. Just in September 2019, UniCheck detected 7% of the text modification. So text modification is also, I mean, like one of the plagiarized work over there. And what kind of, you can have the text modification. There is a digital text modification, and digital text basically modification is a collective notion for how students plagiarize someone else's work with the help of technology. So students turning to digital text modifications believe that their professors don't know all the technological tricks of altering text and will thus not be able to identify the culprits. However, an advanced plagiarism checker solutions can recognize numerous types of students cheating. Even digital text modification is also possible. Digital text modifications include different methods. Let's take a closer look at them, that how they can be done over there. So how can I prevent the plagiarism? There are different types which can help you to avoid all these type of plagiarism work. You can go ahead with a clearly defined plagiarism. Committing plagiarism, provide examples of probably what I just told you about this one, that how a student can, for example, might possible a new student came into the classroom and they even don't know what does it mean by plagiarism. So this is the responsibility from the instructor or the teacher or the professor, that they have to clearly define the plagiarism in front of the students. So written resources have become more easily available on the internet. We already know that, and students may not have a clear understanding of what constitutes plagiarism in each of their courses. So you have to tell them by committing the plagiarism what kind of punishments they can receive over there, and you can provide examples of proper citation, that how a student can cite other works in their assignments. So you have to give them provide them examples, so which can help them to understand that how you can make the citation. So create original assignments. You have to tell them that how you can go ahead with the creating the original assignments. So that all steps are really important for you guys to understand. First, you have to understand with yourself, and once you're done, you can go ahead with the students to tell them. Tools to avoid plagiarism, as we already discussed, that there are different tools available which can help you, like a paraphrasing tool is a typical way to avoid plagiarism. So it is also called an article rewriter and works by taking the content from the source and changing the words and phrases. The content produced still retain the idea and meaning of the source content. So there are some different like softwares available. Article rewriter is one of them. This is basically free available. You have to copy and paste, but there are the words or paragraphs limitation over there. You have to copy one by one paragraph and put it over there, article rewriter, and it will help you to paraphrase your writing. Paraphrasing means that it would contain the similar idea, but use the different words and sentences, which can help you to avoid the plagiarism over there. Other than that, there are Quillbot. This is one of the best tool which is available for the paraphrasing and turn it in. This is another tool, but normally turn it in is available for the organization base. Individual basis, there are no license keys available. So you can go ahead with the Quillbot. Quillbot is, I personally use this one. This tool is good, and the basic version is also available. You just need to sign up with this Quillbot, and you can use on the basics level easily. But if you are gonna have it the business suit, that can help you for more options and advanced options for paraphrasing. So you can use different type of if you're not if you don't have exactly the skill to understand that how to paragraph by yourself, you can take the help from the article rewriter tools, which can help you to to paraphrase all of your text over there. So that's all from this one, but I think so there are something which can help. There are a lot of other things which can help to to avoid the plagiarism over there. There is one option available that common ways students avoid plagiarism detection is letter substitutions, making up references, inserting wild text formats and modifications. What does it mean by letter substitutions? It's pretty simple. You can tell the students that letter substitutions means using letter duplicates from other languages. For example, students can take someone else's paper, and before handing it to the their own, they change every English letter. For example, O, E, A and C with the Cyrillic letters O, E, A and C. So they look the same. So in this way, they can trick primitive plagiarism checker. So for example, you're using the A, E, O in the Cyrillic words. So it means they look similar, but there is some kind of little bit difference over there. So the checker, primitive checker, plagiarism checkers cannot check this kind of changes over there. Another type of, you can avoid the detection, that is making up references. You have to tell the students that some students add non-existing or unrelated references to their paper instead of taking the time to search for the needed one. So, for example, a student writes an essay on Romeo and Juliet, and instead of quoting real criticism on the work, they make up fake references or state real references with fake page numbers. So a reference given by the student could be related to the topic, but not stat or sports, the ideas the student connects with the references. So making up references are really important. You have to tell the students that how they can make clearly the reference their work. And the next one can be like inserting white text. What does it mean by? Sometimes students insert unique white colored text to mask plagiarism. They add different characters and spaces in white so that the teacher does not see them. Primitive plagiarism checkers will not be able to find them either. So being a teacher, you need to be very careful with the inserting white text. So that can also harmful for the assignment for the student as well. And the last one, it could be format modification. Students who get creativity in the wrong way sometimes present like paper in the form of an image so that an instructor cannot run it through anti-plagiarism software. So a teacher can still read the paper and grade it, but they are unable to check it with any software. So this is the reason why instructors specify what paper format they require. So all these kind of modifications can be done by the students, and they're tricky because remember one thing, that you are dealing with the digital natives. You remember last time we have discussed in one of the sessions that there is a difference between digital natives and digital immigrants. Being a teacher, we are digital immigrants. The technology wasn't available in our childhood. We didn't grow up with the technology, so we have learned with this one. So so all this being done, I mean, like in different ways. So you are dealing and interacting with the with the with the nation or with the generation who is digital natives. They grew up with the technology. They are more fluent with the technology, so they can use different tricks to to cheat the work. So being a teacher, you need to have a friendly relation with the technology, so you can you cannot be cheated by the students over there. So that was all from the session. If you have any question, you can ask me. I hope you got the idea that what we have done over here. So now the time to take the questions, and then we will discuss something about what is the conclusion for all this. No, term 18 is not available for with Jalan University. Only safe assign you can use it. You can register yourself and if you want to be added in the broadcast list, you can send me a WhatsApp with your name and college. In the end, I would like to discuss with you that plagiarism is a serious offense, and students who are caught plagiarizing can face serious consequences such as failing a class, being suspended from school, or even being expelled. The best way to avoid plagiarism is to cite your sources correctly and to paraphrase carefully. And being a researcher, you can be banned, and there are a lot of different consequences because this is considered a crime, a white collar crime. So you need to be careful as a student or either as a researcher presenting any kind of plagiarized work. So there are different options available. By using all these options, you can avoid the plagiarism. So you can go ahead by using, I just discussed about different tools, that how you can use different tools to paraphrase your text, and that is not difficult. You can go ahead with this one. I just discussed a lot of things, Dr. Boreza. That safe assign, we have discussed safe assign tool, which is available inside the Blackboard, and you simply at the time of creation of the assignment in the properties, there is one option, safe assign plagiarism tool. You have to go and click on that one, and it will done rest of the thing. So this was the complete presentation based on the safe assign. Okay, Dr. Mustalifa, that is for me. I deal with the safe assign and turn it in, but turn it in it better for me for paraphrasing notifications. Can safe assign do the same, or is there any difference between two rules? Yeah, sure. Turn it in is better way because there is turn it in big platform and independent platform. But safe assign is a tool that is built in inside the Blackboard, so that can help you for free check of plagiarism for the students. Turn it in or authentic, I mean, like there is another tool that is authentic with the name of authentic. So authentic and turn it in both are similar tools, and they're highly professionals for the researchers. They can use for their research work check, and for paraphrasing, Quillbot is can provide you different type of options over there. Basically, there is, I mean, like a modification over there that safe assign is just to tell you what kind of plagiarism over there. But turn it in and authentic will give you an idea that how you can remove over there. I hope you got the idea. Thanks for sharing your knowledge with us. So you can unmute yourself if you want to ask any question, okay? After paraphrasing with Quillbot, can we copy and paste the changed sentences? Yeah, sure. You have to copy and paste. Then no issue at all. In Quillbot, for example, but remember, none of the software can give you the 100% accuracy with the paraphrasing. So you, being a researcher, you have to copy and paste, and then you have to go ahead with the, I mean, one review, and you can make some little bit changes over there which can be done. What about digital signature? What type of digital signature you need? Thank you. No issue at all. Quillbot is basically, because we have used a lot for this one, you can copy and paste over there. No need to rewrite it again on your document. It doesn't matter. The copyright issue would not be over there, or digital signature issue, because these tools are specifically designed for paraphrasing. So they allow you to copy and paste the paraphrased work in your document. And it didn't come up in the plagiarized one. I hope you got an idea that how safe assign work and what is plagiarism. I try to define from basic to expert level. We have discussed a lot of different tools which can help to avoid the plagiarism, and how you can check the plagiarism, how you can paraphrase with different tools over there. And all these tools are freely available on the basic level. You can use them free, but if you want a little advanced level, you definitely go ahead with the licensed version. Yeah, Quillboard, basically, if you go ahead by the websites, I think so it's a little expensive, but if you can find out an agent, because there are different agents are available who can provide you the user ID and password with a very minimal charges, um, I believe monthly basis. Maybe you can find out 20 or 30 real or something like that monthly. Yeah, Authenticate is another very good tool. This is basically like Turnitin. The more unusual assignments mean, like you need to being a teacher, you need to understand that teaching a student is a creativity as well. So more unusual and assignments, for example, taking a different perspective on a problem, question, or reading, the less likely students will be able to find something from the internet or their peers. So give them different type of topics which can help them. I mean, like, they do not have the options to go on the internet to find out some data or copy. So there should be a technical and tricky assignments that can have the different perspective on a problem, or you can ask some kind of questions or reading, which normally less likely students will be able to find the data on the internet to submit as their own work. In addition, an assignments that has multiple parts may reduce the likelihood of plagiarism. So you can divide your work or assignments in the different parts. So students would not able to share the idea between each other, or they cannot copy the data, or they cannot find the similar informations on the internet. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, it's time for signing off from this session. Thanks for joining the session. So it was all about plagiarism for today.